Shalom. Welcome to another video. And as always, before I get started, I want to give all praise, our honor, and our glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rekakwadash, and next double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of the great millstone who teach and who rule well, peace, blessings, and safety. To all you sincere Akim, keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of whether people hear or whether they forbear. All right, so this is going to be another edition of News and Prophecy. All right, and this edition is going to be entitled Trump Creating Enemies and the quote-unquote New God. All right, so I've got a few different short clips I'm going to play to start off this video. Okay, 3 of them to be exact. All right, the first one is President-elect Donald Trump talking about the tariffs that he's put on Canada, Mexico, all right, and how he's planning on taking Greenland and the Panama Canal, all right, which this is all pretty much, common knowledge, all right. Now, a lot of people have been watching the news, but if you didn't know, well, now you know. All right, and then the second clip is going to be about how he's getting into it with Iran. He said that if anything happens to him, that he has already made plans, all right, and given instructions to completely wipe out and obliterate Iran. Okay, that's the second video. And the third video is him officially setting the Mexican cartels as foreign terrorist groups, okay, classifying them as foreign terrorist groups. So, okay, all these different things are different factors that are going to play into different enemies of the United States and of the West rising up together against it. And this is found in biblical prophecy. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and play those clips, and then as always, bring out some prophecy, and Yahweh Rachazah, I mean the Heavenly Father's will, is edifying to the elect. So let's dive right into the first 3 clips.
We may have short-term a little pain, and people understand that, but long-term, the United States has been ripped off by virtually every country in the world. We have deficits with almost every country, not every country, but almost. And we're going to change it. It's been unfair. That's why we owe $36 trillion. I'm speaking with Prime Minister Trudeau tomorrow morning, and I'm also speaking with Mexico tomorrow morning. And I don't expect anything very dramatic. We put tariffs on. They owe us a lot of money, and I'm sure they're going to pay. They don't take our cars. They don't take our farm products. They take almost nothing. And we take everything from them, millions of cars, tremendous amounts of food and farm products. So the UK is way out of line, and we'll see the UK, but European Union is really out of line. UK is out of line, but I'm sure I think that one can be worked out. But the European Union it's an atrocity, what they've done. Secretary of State Rubio is in Panama right now, and we're talking about the Panama Canal. What they've done is terrible. They violated the agreement. They're not allowed to violate the agreement. China's running the Panama Canal. That was not given to China. That was given to Panama foolishly. But they violated the agreement, and we're going to take it back, or something very powerful is going to happen. USAID, run by radical lunatics, and we're getting them out, and then we'll make a decision. So I'm signing this, and I'm unhappy to do it, but I really have not so much choice, because we have to be strong and firm, and I hope that it's not going to have to be used in any great measure at all. It'd be great if we could have a Middle East and maybe a world at total peace. We don't want to be tough on Iran. We don't want to be tough on anybody, but they just can't have a nuclear weapon.
Mr. President, are you going to engage in conversations with your counterpart in Iran?
I would.
And why say that you're unhappy to sign it if it's Iran and their proxies who have threatened to retaliate against you and your team by killing you guys for taking out Soleimani?
Well, they haven't done that, and that would be a terrible thing for them to do. Not because of me. If they did that, they would be obliterated. That would be the end. I've left instructions. If they do it, they get obliterated. There won't be anything left. and they shouldn't be able to do it. And Biden should have said that, but he never did. I don't know why, lack of intelligence, perhaps. But he never said it.
Mr. President, when you said if they do it, they get obliterated. Just to be clear, you're talking about if Iran made an attempt on your life.
Yeah.
President Trump moving quickly to enact his agenda, especially when it comes to immigration policy and the situation at the U.S.-Mexico border. That includes designating cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. National correspondent Atra El-Nashar reports on how this will work.
Minutes after entering the Oval Office, President Trump signing an executive order starting the process of categorizing drug cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. Groups, Trump says, have flooded the United States with deadly drugs, violent criminals, and vicious gangs.
I will direct our government to use the full and immense power of federal and state law enforcement to eliminate the presence of all foreign gangs and criminal networks.
How will it work? The executive order gives Secretary of State Marco Rubio 2 weeks to make recommendations to the president about which groups should fall into the foreign terrorist category, joining a list that includes ISIS, Al-Qaeda, and Boko Haram. This designation would make it illegal for anyone in the U.S. to provide support or resources to cartels. And if an American financial institution becomes aware it has possession or control of cartel funds, it must inform the Treasury. Now, existing law already does much of this for foreign drug traffickers. Here's what else Trump said.
Would you think about ordering U.S. Special Forces into Mexico to take them out?
Could happen. Stranger things have happened.
The next morning, Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum said the U.S. can do what it likes within its own borders, but Mexico is dedicated to its sovereignty. Sheinbaum said open dialogue between the neighboring countries is crucial. The idea to put cartels on the foreign terrorist list is not new, and there are risks, like the potential for escalated violence. Also, Americans who bring drugs like fentanyl across the border or sell guns to cartels could be prosecuted for aiding terrorists. Meanwhile, at the U.S.-Mexico border in El Paso, Texas,
that tunnel goes into Ciudad Juarez.
In a joint operation with Mexican law enforcement, U.S. Border Patrol says they've uncovered this man-made tunnel at the border wall believed to be used by smugglers.
Okay, all right, we're back. So, okay, these are just different factors that, once again, are contributing to different nations joining together against America, Babylon the Great, which is prophesied of. Okay, it's prophesied that the nations would rise against, okay, America, Babylon the Great, and shoot missiles upon it, including a lot of its allies, okay, from the EU. All right, so we'll go ahead and get some prophecy on that out of the book of Revelation, chapter 17. Okay, so Revelation chapter 17, and I'm gonna start at verse 1, and I'm gonna bounce around the chapter. All right, it says, "And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, and I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters." Okay, so the great whore is talking about the daughter of Babylon, okay, which today is known of as America. All right, now it says, verse 2, "With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication." And that is the wayward doctrines, okay, the Western philosophies that have polluted the minds of people across the globe. Okay, it primarily is pushed out from Hollywood and different media outlets here in the West, okay, specifically America, Babylon the Great. Okay, so the nations have become drunk off of that wine of her fornication. All right, when you go into fornication, all right, in the Texas Receptus, Strong's G, all right, 4203, Porneo, all right, and okay, it says, verse out the outline of biblical usage. Okay, physical, it's the word for adultery pretty much. All right, physically, okay, it means to, engage in unlawful sexual intercourse. All right, but metaphorically, which is the definition that applies to this scripture, it says to be given to idolatry, all right, to worship idols. Okay, so America has pushed the world into idolatry once again through its wayward doctrines, philosophies, and then primarily through Roman Catholicism and all the branches that come from it, because they all work together. They're all in cahoots. Okay, when it comes to the beast system, it talks about, and I believe Revelation 16th chapter, it talks about 3 unclean spirits. Okay, and you have spirit number 1 of the unclean spirits, the frogs came out of it. And Salaki if I'm butchering it a little bit, but the three unclean spirits of the beast system. All right, number one, you have the financial center, okay, which is London, and then you have number two, the Vatican, okay, which is pretty much the spiritual center. All right, and then you have number three, the military center, Washington D.C. Okay, but the nations have become drunk off of idolatry through Roman Catholicism, all right, and all of its different, branches, okay, including, Christianity, Islam. All of these different religions of the world go back to the Roman Catholic Church. All right, so the nations have been drunk off of that, and of course, once again, the wayward doctrines and philosophies, feminism, okay, liberation to pretty much do whatever you want to do, be whoever you want to be, okay, rampant homosexuality. All right, these is all part of that fornication. Now let's continue on. Verse 3, Revelation 17:3 says, "So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast." The woman is America Babylon the Great, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. All right, now the beast, okay, represents NATO and the EU, okay, and America sits on the top of that. All right, and the 7 heads, okay, 7 heads represent, and I got a picture, but I think I can do the 7 heads off the top of my head. The 7 heads represent the British, the Spanish, the French, okay, the Romans, the Greeks, Germania Major, and Germania Minor. Okay, let's go ahead and I got a picture of it. Let me pull it up right quick. All right. Okay, let me see. Boom. All right. So, okay, so you see this is an image of it. All right, the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns. It's titled, and you can see the different 7 heads, and then you have the 10 horns. Okay, I'm trying to zoom in on it. It says the 10 horns represent the Common Market, or the European Economic Community (EEC), established in 1958. Today, the EEC is known as the EU, the European Union. Okay, so let's go back. All right, to Revelation. All right, so now you know what the 7 heads and 10 horns is. It's not an actual beast. Okay, this is kings and nations. Okay, that all are part of this one conglomeration, the European power structure. Okay, America, the whore that rides on top of the beast, and the beast being NATO and the EU. Okay, now with that being said, okay, we're going to read what's going to happen to the beast. All right, it tells you right here, Revelation 17:9, "And here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sit." All right, and these, once again, these are 7, kingdoms. All right, okay, now let's continue on. All right, verse 12, it says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast." Okay, and so you can see it, it's the just so you can see that it's the EU. I actually have it pulled up. Let me see. Okay, here it gives a list of the EU countries. Okay, but it's 12 of them, but it'll make sense in a sec. So to the left column it says origin or original EU member state, and these are the ones listed: Belgium, Denmark, France, Germany, Greece, Ireland, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Portugal, Spain, and the United Kingdom, or Great Britain. All right, now, okay, that's 12, but okay, the United Kingdom and Ireland make up 1. Okay, so together that's 11, and then Spain and Portugal are also 1. The Iberian Peninsula, that's where you get the 10 from. Okay, now he mentioned in the video clip, he said that the European Union, all right, is is pretty much pissed off at him. All right, so we're gonna read what the horns are going to do against the whore, so to speak. All right, so this is Revelation 17:15, "And he saith unto me, The waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire." Okay, so the nations, the European Union nations, okay, that were once allied with America Babylon the Great, are going to turn on it. All right, and they're going to eat her. They're going to burn her. How is that going to happen? By way of the nuclear missiles, because all the nations of the earth pretty much at this point have nuclear capabilities. All right, continuing on, it says, verse 17, "For the Most High hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom to the beast, and to the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled." Okay, and everyone pretty much, once again, America sits on top. All right, America sits on top of that beast, and the beast being NATO and the EU, all these European nations, coming together. Okay, the 7 heads and the 10 horns. All right, so they're going to turn against Babylon the Great, and they're going to burn her with fire. Okay, so all these different things that we're seeing are just contributing to that. Okay, including what's going on over there in the Gaza Strip. Okay, because most of the nations are not in agreement with the West. Right? They're not in agreement with the creation state of Israel, what they're doing. And Trump actually just announced that he is going to sanction the ethnic cleansing of the Gaza Strip. Okay, so what this is doing is it's forcing different nations to take a side. Okay, are you going to be with the West and with the small hats, okay, Amalek, or are you going to be, against them with the Palestinians? So this is all contributing to this prophecy, Revelation 17th chapter, being fulfilled. All right, so let's move on to the next video that I got. Okay, the next one is Elon Musk, all right, saying that he is creating a new supercomputer and he's calling it the new God. Okay, so we're gonna play that video clip and then bring out some prophecies. Let's go ahead and dive right into it.
Said you were up till 4 in the morning?
Yeah,
so,
actually a little more like 5 in the morning. But
okay.
We got the XAI data center or supercomputer center training from beginning installation to start of training in 19 days, which is the fastest that anyone has ever gotten a supercomputer to train.
And is that in that new building off to the side?
That's in Memphis, actually.
It's in Memphis?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's where you were?
Yeah.
I see.
Memphis,
okay.
The capital of ancient Egypt.
Right. Yeah, you're bringing what?
Perhaps that's where our new God will come from.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Yeah, I wish that was funny. Yeah, okay, so I want to talk to you about alignment.
I wish that was funny.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
Look.
It seems like Elon Musk was making a play on words, blending historical references with a bit of humor. By calling Memphis the capital of ancient Egypt, he was referencing the city of Memphis in Egypt, which was indeed a significant ancient city, but not the capital of Egypt. That was Thebes, or later Alexandria. Musk then added a twist by suggesting that Memphis could be where the new Bible might originate, likely poking fun at the idea of blending ancient history with modern-day religious narratives. Jordan Peterson's response, "I wish that was funny," suggests that while he recognized the joke, he didn't find it particularly humorous, or perhaps felt it was a bit too abstract. Their interaction highlights the sometimes complex and layered nature of humor, especially when it involves historical or intellectual references.
Okay, all right, we're back. So, all right, let's go to 2 Thessalonians, all right, chapter 2. Okay, so these Edomites, they want to be the Most High, man. Okay, that's one of their characteristics. And you see this chapter is entitled The Man of Lawlessness. All right, let's go ahead and we'll start from the top. Okay, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled, neither by spirit nor by word, nor by letter as from us, as that the day of Yahushua HaMashiach is at hand. Okay, so we know, all right, we're not supposed to be troubled. We know these things must come to pass. We're looking forward to it. All right, it says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And the falling away was when the Israelites left from their culture. Okay, it tells you in the book of Hosea somewhere. Okay, brother could put in the comment section. It says that the children of Israel shall go many years without a king, without an ephod, without sacrifice, without a temple, etc., etc. All right, so that's that falling away. Okay, also what happened according to biblical prophecy, the Israelites went into captivity and lost their heritage. Okay, they weren't serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua anymore. So that's the falling away that it's speaking of. Okay, a lot of Christians think it's talking about them, but it's not. But anyways, okay, when this happened, at that time, and when this happens, the great awakening is now happening. And the man of sin, the son of perdition, is being revealed. Okay, and his actions are what's exposing him. Okay, because only a devil would try to create pretty much try to make themselves the Most High through their technocracy. That's what Esau's trying to do. He believes that if he could get his kingdom to continue a little bit longer, he could turn his people into gods. Okay, but that's really a gift, a blessing that is only reserved for the elect, all right, and for the Israelites. Okay, let's continue on though. Second Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4. It says, "Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God." So he's saying we've got a new God now, all right, this supercomputer, or that is worshipped, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. And they've already done that. Okay, Job 9:24. It tells you they painted over the images. All right, they painted over the true images, and they set themselves up. All right, all around the world. Anywhere you go in the world, you're gonna see photos of white Jesus. Okay, that's them, painting over the images and setting themselves up, all right, as the Most High. It says, verse 5, "Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things? And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time." So it's the prophecy, okay? And now the prophecy, the same thing that allowed him to operate under this manner for so long, is now the same prophecy that's exposing him. Okay, verse 7, "For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work." Okay, so the mystery of iniquity, who the wicked is, because when you read Job 9:24, it ends it off with a question. If not, where and who is he? Who is the wicked? Right? Okay, well, Apostle Paul is saying the mystery of iniquity is already at work. Okay, Esau, Edom, he's already ruling. Only he who now letteth will let. The Heavenly Father is allowing it to happen for a period of time until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. Okay, and this lying wonders, all right, is coming by way of his technology. All right, let's go to that word for wonders. Okay, Strong's G 5059. All right, and all right, it says definition 2. Okay, a miracle performed by anyone. Okay, so Esau, through his technology, he's, especially with this microchip and the brain implant, okay, that he's talking about he can give sight to the blind, he can make the lame, okay, those who are disabled, he can make them walk again, all right, through his technology. So he's trying to set himself up as some type of savior, okay, over the planet Earth, all right, so through these lying wonders and miracles, okay. So that's how we know he's exposing himself, he's exposing who he is, all right, through his actions, okay. So it's not Satan himself, but a man whose coming is after the working of Satan. Okay, this is spoken of in Isaiah the 14th chapter. Okay, and this one is identified as the king of Babylon. Let's go ahead and read it. All right, Isaiah chapter 14. I'm going to skip around a little bit. All right, Isaiah 14:4. "That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, How hath the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased?" Okay, because the Most High is going to destroy Esau. All right, he is the king of Babylon today. Okay, the daughter of Babylon. I'm going to skip down to verse 12. And this is the only place where Lucifer is referred to. Okay, and Lucifer, all right, just means a light bearer. That's all it means. Okay, I think in the Hebrew it's the word halal. All right, I have to verify that. I may be saying that incorrectly. I may have the wrong word in mind, but maybe a brother could put that on the comment board as well if you know the word, for light bearer, Lucifer, okay, in the Hebrew. But this is Isaiah 14:12. It says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, and I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, and I will be like the Most High." So that's why he wants to chip everyone, so he can control what you do, what you eat, what you wear, where you work at. All right, 15-minute cities. He wants to control the world's population. Okay, because he has a God complex. It says, "Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit." Okay, and people think that, Christians believe that, they think that this is talking about a spirit. No, this is talking about a nation, a man on the earth, really. Okay, and not just one man, but a whole nation of people. Okay, Isaiah 14, verse 16, it says, "They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms?" Okay, so, all right, this is talking about a man, all right, not just one, but a group. Okay, Lucifer is really going into what's known as the Illuminati, the elites, Rothschilds, Gettys, Bloombergs, Oppenheimers, all right, all these small hats. Okay. Continuing on, Isaiah 14:17, it says that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, and that opened not the house of his prisoners. Okay, and who are the prisoners? It's talking about the Israelites. All right, now we go back to 2 Thessalonians 2, and we'll continue on to verse 10. All right, 2 Thessalonians 2:10, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. So a lot of our people are blinded to who the wicked really is. Okay, and we just showed you, it's talking about a man who's coming as after the working of Satan. All right, the adversary. Okay, it's not Satan himself, it's not a spirit. This is a man on the earth, the king of Babylon that's ruling over the earth right now, the elites. Okay, and our people, because they refuse to accept that fact that people on the earth can be demons, okay, they are going to be destroyed. All right, it says verse 11, and for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned to believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. Okay, because when we try to tell you these things, it doesn't fit with your American programming, so you get upset. All right, because you really deep down you like this place. You're a friend of the world. Okay, you want everybody to get along, love and hug each other, and that's not reality. Okay, there's clearly good and there's clearly evil, and so naturally the truth is going to be divisive. The evil are going to hate the truth, and the good are going to love it. Okay, and that's what it is. Okay, this is a spiritual battle, spiritual warfare. All right, let's get a precept on that right quick. All right, so Rock 33. A lot of people, you don't really understand what this thing is all about. Okay, we're in a heavy spiritual battle right now. Okay, so Rock 33, in verse 14, it says, good is set against evil and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner and the sinner against the godly. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another. Okay, so that's what it is, straight up. All right, there's good and there's evil, and the Most High is bringing judgment upon the wicked. Okay, and starting off with them being exposed by this truth. Okay, as we read earlier in 2 Thessalonians, all right, chapter 8, verses 2. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 8. The wicked is being revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. All right, the prophecies, all right, and the prophets, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Okay, so that is a division that's happening right now. Okay, if you have pleasure in unrighteousness, you're a friend of the world. You're gonna get mad at those who preach the truth. All right, but let's continue on. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 13. But we are bound to give thanks always to the Most High for you, brethren, beloved of the Lord, because the Most High have chosen from the beginning you to salvation through sanctification of the Spirit and belief of the truth. So, okay, you have to believe in the whole truth, not just parts of the Bible, not just the Old Testament, not just the New Testament. Well, I don't like that prophecy, I don't like the law, so I'm gonna throw that out. Okay, you're gonna be destroyed if you think like that. All right, but anyways, okay, this is the wicked for you. Okay, Elon Musk, all right, talking about again bringing in a new god. Okay, this is the devil the Bible speaks of, man. All right, Job 5 and 8. It says, I will seek unto the Most High, and unto the Most High would I commit my cause, which doeth great things, unsearchable, and marvelous things without number, who giveth rain upon the earth, and sendeth waters upon the fields, to set up on high those that be low, and those which mourn may be exalted to safety. Here's the point, verse 12 and 13. It says, he disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise, their plot, their plans. Okay, they want to enslave the whole earth through their technocracy. Okay, it says, verse 13, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. Okay, so they're not going to be able to fulfill this plan. Okay, but best believe that anyone who tries to oppose it is going to face heavy persecution. So just prepare your mind for that. Okay, this is the way that the wicked think. And once again, we bring these things out to show you this is who the wicked is. Okay, it is talking about a group of people on the earth that is running this society. All right, so you must know these things. I'm going to close up with that. Yahweh Rajazah was edifying. All right, and as always, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakodash. All right, and until next time, Shalom, and abide.